Was there a death in your house? In this video, we're going to tell you about the laws in Montana, and I think you're going to be surprised at what real estate agents or sellers are required to tell you and what they're not required to tell you. Stay tuned. Alright, so I climbed all the way up this mountain to give you a better view of Montana. So the least you can do is subscribe to our channel. And when you do, don't forget to hit the little bell and you'll be notified every time we make a new video about Montana. So on this Halloween edition, I wanted to talk to you about the laws of Montana when it comes to having a death in the house. The laws here say that if somebody dies as a result of the house, so like this balcony back here, if somebody was leaning against the railing and fell off and died, you have to disclose that as a real estate agent. If someone just dies in the house of natural causes or of a murder, they don't have to disclose that, and that's something you need to check into if that bothers you, which it does most people, I would think. But if there's a murder in the house, the agent doesn't have to disclose that, or the seller doesn't have to disclose that, so keep that in mind. And that brings me to a disturbing story that I had quite a few years ago now. I had a house that I was showing this gal, and we were looking at the house, and there was new carpet in the master bedroom and didn't think much of it. And it was a bank-owned house, and come to find out, I did some digging during her due diligence period and found this out because the other agent didn't tell me, but there was a murder-suicide in the master bedroom, and that was not told to us, and obviously that disturbed my buyer quite a bit, and as it would most people. But like I said, because you don't have to disclose that in Montana, the agent didn't. I called and kind of raised hell when I found that out and asked her why she didn't disclose, and she said, well, I'm working for the bank, and that doesn't help them to let people know. So keep that in mind. Do some digging, get on Google, whatever you have to do, Google the address and find out, because like I said, that house had a horrible crime happen in it, a murder-suicide, and we would have never known that, and she would have found out by her neighbors had she gone ahead and bought the place. And that brings me to my other point about Montana. What's so crazy is you have to disclose an adverse material defect of a house. That means if there's something wrong that will affect the value of a house, you have to disclose that. It's the law. So how that isn't a adverse material defect, or how that doesn't affect the value, I'll never know. I guess that's your government at work. But because I guarantee, had they put in the description of the house, oh, guess what, there was a murder-suicide in the master bedroom, who would have bought the place? The value would have went way down. So why that isn't a law in Montana, I'm not sure, but I'm telling you guys this so you know what the rules are and you don't get burned by it. This isn't the house where that happened. This is just a creepy looking house, and that's why I thought I'd do the video here. But again, just to go back over what I was saying, agents or sellers don't have to disclose if there was a death in the house unless the house caused it. So keep that in mind, and if you're bothered by that kind of thing, you may want to do some digging. One other story, I had another bank-owned house that I listed, and as I was walking through with the people at the end as they were moving out, they told me that they were mad at their agent because when they bought it, they never were told that the lady that had owned it before them had committed suicide in the house. She had overdosed, and then supposedly the neighbors had seen her ghost out in the yard. They claimed they had seen the ghost in the house. So once again, if you're bothered by that, if you believe in that, I'm not here to say one way or the other, but just know that in Montana, none of this stuff has to be disclosed. So you're going to have to do your own digging, or make sure your agent does some digging for you. I hope you enjoyed that, and check out our other videos on our channel if you want to learn more about Montana.
Thank you for watching our video. Our information is on the screen. Don't forget to call or text us with any questions, and we'll see you on the next video.